Hello everybody and welcome back to the brand new video. And today we're back with a brand new vlog. I just want to apologise for not uploading in the last few weeks. Like last week was half term. I found it quite difficult to record because I had no time. And then I did record a car vlog early this week, but it was sort of like a tester one and it was very shaky because I had a new phone stand, but it all works now, so I've managed to fix it. And yeah, so that's why I haven't uploaded this week so far. Basically, I had a new phone mount and it was like very shaky because I forgot to tighten one thing up, but I've now tightened it and I've got a random missed call. Well, not missed call, but a spam call. So I'll hang that up. It was like an 02 number, usually spam. But yeah, so also the last few weeks I've had sort of don't having mental health issues, but my mental health has sort of been not where it should be. So I've sort of been prioritizing that before uploading videos, stuff like that, just because I had a week off. I had like a week and a half straight at work, and I was constant for like 2 weeks. I felt like I didn't have a break, so I just had 2 days off. So I decided to do absolutely nothing. No recording. I think I literally went out once. I think to Tesco to buy food because we watched the first Avatar film. Because I was gonna watch this Way of Water last night because it's down on Disney Plus, but us by the time we actually got sat down to chill, it was like 8:15, and I know it's a long film. Like we watched Avatar the other Wednesday night. We didn't actually finish it. It's about 10 to midnight because we paused it like halfway through because we got off and need the toilet. So yeah, yeah, Hiccup's just over there, just vibing, aren't you? Yeah, I've got a bit of pain in my rib here. I've just woken up with that, so I'm gonna have to take it easy today. I'm on like 5 closes in a row, which at least I've got some on day on most of the days, so it's not too bad. Oh, I start at 3 today. I start 3:30 tomorrow. I think 1 o'clock on Sunday. So that'll be the hardest one. The ones where I start like 1 is the most difficult because yeah, like Tuesday I had like a 1 till 11 shift, but I was also opening the building at the same time. So I was opening and closing. So it's like, oh. And then our computer has no main laptop we need for half the stuff I need to do in the morning, and in the evening it's having some issues and it's not connecting to the right networks, so I can't do half the jobs. Like I can't check some things like emails and all that. So I'm just like, oh, so I can only check it out once, twice a day because I can't really leave someone on their own to do something whilst I'm checking emails. And if I need to put like a film on sale or something, which I can do if I'm asked to, excuse me, I can't do that. So yeah, hopefully we've had a few days to sort it out, but I doubt it. It might be sorted, it might not. I'll find out. Because it happened on Sunday. It's still like on Tuesday. I literally had like 2 people look at it and nothing. Yeah. So I'm just seeing the hiccup. He's not had breakfast yet. It's like 10:30. I've literally just gone out of bed, put some milk in the fridge because I've got some like the long life milk. I think it's like just under £6 for 6 litres of it, which I know like a 4 pint of milk is like 2 litres, but by the time I've opened it, it won't. I'll be throwing away half of it, so that's like £1 six. That's pretty much like half the money I'm throwing away. So it's technically cheaper for me to go for that milk, but if I get like a 1 pint of milk, it costs nearly £1. So, and I'd go through one, two, about 3.5, 4 pints a week. So that's like £3 a week. Whereas one of them cost me less than £2 a week. So it's technically cheaper in the long run. It's more expensive up front, but it's cheaper long term. So I need to swap a bunch of stuff because I've got like old bottles. They've got like a random like milkshake bottle there. I've got a bottle of Prime there because I basically brought because my girlfriend's younger brother's like wanted to try it. So it's like if I buy it, we can then try it, and I still got like half the bottle left. But it's been open like 2 weeks, so I'll just tip it down. It's not the greatest drink, I will be honest. Like some of them are good, some of them not so good. But out of the four I've had so far, I think I've liked the lemon and lime was okay, but the more you went to the bottom of the bowl, the more sour it got, and I don't do sour. I think the nicest one to me was the red one, the tropical punch. That was the nicest one. Again, the further you got down the bottle, the weirder it got. So yeah, I probably wouldn't buy it again to be honest, but yeah. Oh, but yeah, an update with like house stuff. I've got well, in terms of like buying a house, I'm saving up money. But I've got a substantial amount already. Just between me, I think me and my girlfriend combined have got about 1,500, which isn't too bad considering 2, 3 months ago we had about 200. So my pay rises have definitely helped, and Disneyland is nearly paid off. I've got about £300 to pay on that, which I'm putting a lot of money at the moment towards Disneyland. However, if I pay off next payday, I'm going to basically put because I've got £300 left. I was supposed to girlfriend if I use 150 at my savings and 150 from my wages and pay it off, and I'll do like the extra £11 or something like that, just pay the rest of it off. Then basically, she gives me money on her payday. It means we've paid off a bit earlier, and then it's just peace of mind then, and then it's done quicker because we can then start saving more money. So on my next payday, I can start saving that extra £150, £200 that I've put towards Disney. I could put towards save. I could put my savings because I'm just sort of like paying bits off here and there of Disney, and obviously it'd be nice to put some money aside, or I could put 100 of that in savings and £50 of that towards Disney. I could put it on my card and put like £300 already on the card, maybe 400 because obviously I'll pay for the character restaurant. Well, we'll pay for the character restaurant, but it'll be money there because I'll pay for the reservation. I just need to pay for the food, which I do on the day. And yeah, so that's sort of my plan. And once I get Disney paid off, I can start putting some money towards it, and I've then I've got loads of presents for my girlfriend already. But I just need to pick up one more thing, which I'm going to pick up near the end of the month. And then it's literally, well, I need to pick up something for my nephew's birthday as well, which is in July, so I can wait for the next few paydays for that. So I think I'll pay off Disneyland, then do all that stuff. And then Christmas is going to be a nice basic Christmas this year because I'm trying to cut back on money. Like my girlfriend's presents already brought, because I've literally just got a bag of presents. I'm just going to make a pick like 2 or 3 things from it for our anniversary, then another 2, 3 things for birthday, then the rest of it for Christmas. I think that's going to be the easiest way of doing this. And then just buy like a bunch of things that I think she'll like, and then be like, right, choose. Then everyone else I can just get like a box of chocolates and stuff like that. Like treat my nephew, my niece, and stuff like that. Get them some presents, and everyone else. Because obviously everything's gone up in price, so I don't expect presents. Give them like a box of chocolates or something. There's something. Because to me, I'd rather buy them a present than a card. Because obviously a card, £2 a week later, ooh, it's just something that to me clutters the space. Because after a week, it's almost the same down when I throw the card out, but it's like I've got no space for it. Whereas like a box of chocolates, you can put somewhere and you can share them amongst everyone. It makes it much easier. So anything I want to do for Christmas and birthdays, I'll just do something easy like a plant or something. Or say you change it for whoever it is. I'm not going to buy like my 15-year-old brother a plant. They probably wouldn't complain, but yeah. well, figured that out, and like I've still got Dylan's birthday present, a Christmas present from last year in there, so I might be cheeky and keep it till this birthday and this Christmas. So I'll probably buy him something fresh, to be honest, because I don't want recycling birthday Christmas presents. Speaking of which, Dylan, if you're free over summer, hit me up. I'll find a day off. I'll find a day, and I'll be free. Hit me up. I've not seen my boy in like a year. Yeah, but yeah, no. And then because I was talking a few weeks ago about my mum possibly moving, and she's found a house and she's put the paperwork through, and we're basically eligible for it. So, because it's like a swap thing, so they get our house and we get theirs, sort of thing. So I don't. It's just got to be a few checks got to be done, and then yeah, a few checks will be done, and they'll be sorted. So that'll be like mid-July. The checks happen, so it's still got a while. I said to my girlfriend because we could easily get this packed. We could probably get this room packed in about a day, easy. But I've just said if we hold out on that until all the checks are done, because I want a date, I want a deadline. I don't want to be doing what I did last time. And literally, I packed my entire room. And before I got my own place, we've moved into like this house currently, and we're looking at another house, and all the stuff had gone through. It was like a week before, then they pulled out, and I'd literally packed my entire room. But no, I remember that. There wasn't an actual deadline. It's just we got the place. I started packing. It's like, oh, okay, nice. I started packing, and then they pulled out. I was like, oh. But then there was no point me unpacking because otherwise, a month later, I have to put it all back in boxes. So I just lived with boxes in my room for like 6 months, and then we got this place like we moved into this place in November, and that time was like May, June. So it was like 6 months of me just living with less than what I have now. Like, I literally had a bed, my PlayStation, my wardrobe. I literally had clothes, console, and that was it. That's all I had. So, yeah, obviously now I've got Hiccup, I've got my Lego sets, my Funko Pops, but I've got that all figured out. So, I know there's a week, we're probably more likely to be moving in August. Luckily, there is a week in August in which Hiccup is going to my girlfriend's mum's. So, if I could time everything, if we can somehow time everything to perfection, we could move a few days earlier, get Hiccup moved, keep him there for like a couple of weeks whilst we unpack, then do the dog sitting. It just makes it so much easier. Because obviously, the place we moved to is like 30, 40 minutes away from where he'll be kept. So obviously, it's going to be a longish drive to keep doing every single day. It's going to be quite expensive on fuel. Taking him with us would be, very easy. And then we said what we can do. We could buy him like a new hutch and everything because we've had been talking about that for months, but we wanted to wait for an opportunity. And I was like, if we wait till we move, he's out the way. We can then unpack, pop to Pets at Home because we'll be one around the corner. Buy him a new hutch, buy him the whole shebang, kit it all out, and then we can just get him home and put him in it, and it makes it so much easier. My girlfriend actually agreed, so I was like, oh, we agree on something. Oh, no, we always agree on stuff. So, but yeah, so we agreed on that, and we're looking after a dog in a few months, like in August as well. Literally like next door to where her mum lives, so makes it a lot easier. So we can just drop the rabbit off, we can drop Hiccup off at her mum's and dog sit, and then yeah, it makes it much. I mean, there for like a week or so, so we're still with Hiccup. We can still go see him, and it makes it just a little bit easier. And also means we can kit him out, we can get unpacked. It makes it so much easier, less stressful for Hiccup. And with the Lego, if we try timer as well, we could even take the Lego a few days before, like after we've taken Hiccup and taken like some of the Lego sets, like the Falcon and the Hogwarts and the Sanctum, the Daily Bugle. But luckily, the Daily Bugle breaks down into modules, so I don't have to carry a 3-foot set around. I can just take it and what I'll probably do is try to find a base plate that's similar size, and I'll probably try and deck out the bottom because it's sitting on the panel like that thin, if that, maybe like that thin. It's like a couple millimeters thick. It's less than half centimeter thick. So if I get like some 2x2 bricks and another thing, I'd build like a thicker plate and be much stronger, and I can actually support the weight a bit better. Like my Sanctum, it's not too big of a set, but if I do the same on that, it'd be much better. And then with the Funko Pop, the plan is I'm just going to chuck them. I've got some tubs under my bed. I'm basically half of them have got Hiccup stuff in. If I go through that, like his carrier is taking up one tub, which his carrier will be with him. So that'd be one tub free, and I'm basically going to chuck all the Funko Pops in these tubs. And then these tubs could just go in my car. I can put some tape around them so the lid don't come off. And I could just chuck them in my car, or my girlfriend's car, and we can just drive them there. Because the Funko Pops, well, the Lego and Hiccup won't be here. And then my PC, like in my desk, literally folds up like very small. That'll take me an hour to disassemble the whole setup, like cables, everything. And I'll try do everything a lot more organised. The hardest thing probably be like the TV taken off the wall. So it's that one might be too bad. It's that one because I wrapped the cable around the thing without thinking, and yeah, so I've got now move the cable, and I've got to move, but I've got to wait for the Falcon to be moved, so I've actually can get up on the chest of drawer. Yeah. Luckily, this won't actually take too long to pack in here. Like, it looks like we got a lot of stuff, but it's mainly stuff on shelves, to be honest. Literally everything's on shelves or in a drawer, and the stuff that's in a drawer could just be chucked in a bigger box, and that'd be like that drawer, the bottom two drawers there, mainly that bottom right drawer. Like a few bits under the bed sorted. Now it'll be like 1 or 2 boxes. The Funko Pops last time was like 3 boxes, but obviously my Funko Pop collection has grown a lot since then. So I know I'm going to need a lot more of them tubs. I might have to get boxes for my Funko Pops. I'm thinking 4 or 5, but I'll figure it out. And then with the teddies, we decided we're going to put some of them in storage and some of them not in storage. We've got like 3 of these like teddy baskets, but we don't need all of these, and we can also then free up on top of the wardrobe, like these big ones we can put in storage. So I'm gonna think about we got to think about that. Like the big ones, I think I'll put in storage, like all the massive ones, because the little ones don't actually take that much space. Like that's all like biggish ones in there, and I'll probably just keep them in there to be honest. But yeah, we've got to think about all that stuff, and I've got a little space in my storage unit, so I could always chuck the Funko Pops in there temporarily. But because I've moved the fridge and the freezer out, but I don't want to chuck stuff permanently in the storage unit. Because my plan is whatever is in this room is coming with me. Minus obviously the teddies. Because it's not actually that much. Like, it's the bed, chest of drawers, wardrobe, my desk, like 2 small bookshelves and 2 big bookshelves. So it's not actually that much, and everything else on walls. I don't mind putting some of the smaller Lego sets in the storage, for example, like the Friends office and the Minecraft set my girlfriend got me. I don't mind putting stuff like that in storage, but like the Funko Pops and all that I want to try to keep out. But there's a possibility my mum said she'll give us 2 rooms. Don't know how likely that'll be, but if that's the case, we've already decided that one will be like we'll put the PC like the Funko Pops in, and like the Lego, and then one will be like our bedroom. So sort of, I've got my own PC room, and it's all tucked away. It means I can have like my game room, and she can game in here. We're sort of not in the same room, because I'm mainly in that room to be honest all the time. But we'll see what happens. The plan is close to the time. anyway, guys, I'm going to end this video here because I need a wee and I also need to get breakfast and hiccup some breakfast. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up and I'll see you all next time. See ya.